All right, everyone, we're going to start off exactly where we left off yesterday. So this is going to be learning how to read Fibonacci, okay? So let's kind of do a basis of what we've done thus far. We've done core key candlesticks. We've done basic support and resistance. We have done how to read volume. We have talked about what does excitable move mean. And now we're going to do learning how to read Fibonacci. Now, like I said before, you want to make sure that you're just doing the exact thing I am telling you, like to a T. Like, don't like overcomplicate this, okay? Because I'm telling you, this is really the easy part. Like, um, uh, all the psychology stuff is what's going to be very complex because you and your thinking, you're complex in yourself, okay? So you're the one making a lot of things more complex. So if you just listen to exactly what I'm telling you on how to do everything and don't overcomplicate this, you guys are going to be just fine. So anyway, we're going to be talking about how to read Fibonacci. Now, when I come down here and I've left these lines up, okay, I've left everything up about what these mean. Now, what every single one of these mean here, we're actually going to depict and we're going to actually go over those, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to get us over here to a place over here, okay, about on these that I have done right here for us, all right? And we are going to talk about these moves here, okay? So what this is, okay, so we have a low, a high, and a higher low, okay? So what we're going to do is what do these like mean, right? We've talked about what does excitable move mean, okay? Now, what the fib does is it's actually a measurement tool to the excitable move. So what it does is we actually measure where the uptrend or the downtrend has the potential to continue trading, okay? So let's look at that for a second, okay? So let me adjust this right over to here. Or actually, let me put that right there. I'm gonna keep that right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull the fib out and I gotta adjust some things on the fib because I got the ray on. And I'm gonna take the ray off. All right, take the ray off. Okay. All right. So, and I also need to do this for you guys so you can see this. So I'm gonna explain this thoroughly so that you understand what this means, okay? Because it's important that you understand this, okay? All right, so this means you see the 100, right? You see the 0, okay? And you see the 23, that, and all that. Actually, let me take the price off too to just ease your guys' mind. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right here, okay? So this is what happens when you pull the fib out, all right? It's probably one of the best tools to utilize in trading if you are a price action trader, because this is measurement of price. You're seeing where the trend will stop, like where it's going to stop its retracement to have its potential trend continuation. Okay, so that's probably what I just said 5 minutes ago is exactly what is almost the exact same thing. It's just a little different. Okay, so let's go on and let's do this. Now, this is 0 and this is 100, okay? Now, I have my own method that I pull the fibs in, okay? I have my own method that I do. Now, I'm going to explain to you what these numbers mean, but I'm going to show you really why I do what I do, okay? So these 23, 38, 50, 61, 78, this actually means percent of 100, okay? That means percent of 100. So whatever the market retraces, and remember, retracement is this, a hook, right? It's a hook. It's hooked to this is an upside hook, and then the downside hook was right here. That's a downside hook, okay? So that's what this is measuring. That's what this is measuring here, okay? So whatever it retraces, right, that's the percent it retraced of 100, okay? Now, you don't have to ultimately complicate this, okay? So I don't want you guys to like super overcomplicate this, okay? I don't want it to be something complex that you just like literally get like all wrapped up in. All right. All this is a percent of a retracement. So if it retraces 23 and it stops here and it keeps going, that's 23% of 100. If it goes 38.2%, that's 38.2% of 100, okay? And 50 and blah, 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 right? Now, the ones that are most important in trading, okay, in my method is the 38.2, the 50.0, and the 61.8. Those are the three most important ones. Now, the way I pull the fibs is I actually don't keep the 0 on there and I don't keep the 100 on there because I don't need them. I like to keep these on there though. The 100 and the 0 are something that I advise all of you guys to take off and to put on the 127.2 and the 200, okay? So the 200 and the, because they're not default on there, okay? They're not default. So you just have to hover your mouse over it, go to this little tool, and click the 0 off, click the 100 off, and then you'll make them, okay? And I want you to take a picture of what this looks like, all right? You're going to make your 120, you're gonna type these in just like, so you're gonna click add, okay, like that. You're gonna click this, and you're going to type in 1.272, just like that. And then you're gonna put one over, you're gonna go over here, and you're gonna type in 127.2. And then on this one, you're gonna click add again, and you're gonna put 2 there. And then on this side, you're gonna put 200.0. That's what you're going to put in, okay? So that's how you're going to do that, all right? And then I want you to click Ray, and I want you to click Show Price, and your fibs will look exactly like mine, okay? So we're going to do that. So that's what you guys are going to do, okay? So now that we have that handled, what we are looking at now, guys, is we are looking at, now I'm going to bring you back over to here, okay? We are watching the excitable moves. This is what we're looking for. All we care about are excitable moves in this market, because this is why I told you from the jump. We want to catch this. So we measure this right here, okay? We're measuring this to capture this, okay? So what we're doing is we're letting the market we're letting the market create those little contraction points, okay? We're letting the market contract. And then when we let the market contract, we let it expand. And then what we watch for is a hook. Once we get the hook, okay, we are going to take our fib from wick to wick, okay? So not body to body, but wick to wick, okay? From that hook, and we do this. We go just like this, straight down to the next wick, wherever that wick is, okay? And we measure that move, all right? And what we're looking to find is where is the highest probability spot for our fib to retrace, stop the retracement, okay, which is that percent of the uptrend move or downtrend, whichever way. And where does it have the highest probability spot to have a trend continuation, or what we call a follow through, okay? That's what we are looking at. So we're waiting on that to happen. And the best spots, okay, this is the best spots that you will have them. It does not mean it's the only spots that it can retrace at, but it's the 3 best spots that I find to be most profitable. The 61.8, the 50, and the 38.2. Okay, they are the best spots to find. Now, I want to go over this because I didn't say this, but I'm gonna, when I get up and show you on the actual chart, you're going to see more of this. But when you pull the, actually, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to actually explain this to you when I get up there. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, so that's the best 3 spots, 61.50 and 38.2. Okay, so now we are looking at where these areas to enter at. This is where we're worried about these areas most, because we want to know where could we potentially get in at on our trade. Like, that's what we're wanting to do, is like, where is the highest probability place for us to enter in on the market? Like, that's ideally what we're wanting, okay? And that's the 61, the 50, and the 38.2, all right? And what these represent up here, the 127, the 161, and what the 200 represent, there's more up here. You just haven't seen it all. Is these represent areas where the market should potentially reverse at and drop. Okay. So we want to know where we can get in at for the market to go in and rise or drop, depending on which trend that we do. Okay. Or which way the excitable move goes. All we care about, guys, is which way is the excitable move going. That's it. So when we see it go, we're like, okay, the money's going up. So we're like, all right, let me trade with the money going up. That's what we're looking at doing. And so whenever things are getting to a point of reversal, right, we're wanting to know where are the potential locations in which the market will go down. That's what we care about, is where is the next potential location of where the market will go down. The three best spots that I always find in this is the 127, the 161, and the 200. So the best places of entry are 61.8, 50, and 38.2. The best place to take your trade out at is the 127.2, the 161.8, and the 200. Because ideally, we are looking to capture a follow-through move, which a follow-through move, all that means is just simply capturing this move right here. That is your next follow through. So this is where you're going to take your money. You're seeing the money's going up. You're waiting on the market to get to a certain point, and then the money's going up. So guys, this is obviously not all that you need to know about my method. Now let's go up here and look at this on what we have, on what the actual live charts have done. Okay, so let's do this. So this is what we have done on my previous video. Okay, so I'm going to keep the same exact video, or I'm going to keep the same stuff for you so you guys don't get confused and you can follow along. And then I'm going to tell you what you guys need to do after this. So you're going to take your fib. All right, so this is your excitable move. Now pay attention. I'm not going to put it right here at the body. I'm not going to put it up there at the body. When we are measuring a downtrend with my fib method, okay, we are always going from the bottom to the top, which it's always going to be left to right, okay? So even in an uptrend, it's going to be left to right, okay? But it's going to switch from bottom to top. But don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how that works, okay? So don't think too far ahead. Just stay with me right now. This is how you're going to become elite, staying right here, okay? So downtrends. So that means when a high gets created, a low gets created, and you see an excitable move like that, you're going to take it from bottom to the top, which is right to left. Okay. Now you're going to notice right up here, right here, it's going to say shift to enable snapping. So I want you to hold shift down. Okay. I want you to click it. Perfect. These things have to be perfect. So right, like literally at the tip right there, click it. Now see where it says hold shift to enable snapping. Watch how my fib locks on, like it'll lock on. See how it just clicks like it's snapping on everything. Okay. And you want to take it to the very top wick, just like that right there. Okay. And you let it go. Now you're measuring this move right here. Okay. This is what you're measuring. So you're taking it from here, from right to left, bottom to top. Now notice you're seeing something magical that should happen. The market it plays resistance to these levels, and you can see the 50 is the perfect resistance that it plays right here at the 50, okay? That's not by mistake. And if you notice, you look left, structure leaves clues. Look, it played a resistance over here. So it's a common resistance, right? So this is not by mistake. Now, what this tool is going to do, guys, it's going to turn y'all into some Jedis in the market. You're going to be out here finessing every market. You're going to, like, I remember one of my students he said, I need to turn into a sniper like you, man, because I'm out here looking like the infantry in the markets. This is going to turn you into a sniper in the markets. Now, this is just the first step, okay? This is one of the first steps in getting this down and doing this now. This tool is going to make you accurate. This tool is going to make you precise because we're letting the market come to us. Now, I do not want you to overcomplicate this. This is just one of the beginning parts, okay? So I have ways and methods in my teaching that are going to tell you if you're ready to move on, that are going to go over the specific key things that you need to know in moving on. Okay. This is not a sprint. I told you guys from the jump, this is not a sprint. So just work with yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Okay. And know that when you learn this, you're going to make thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just letting you know that's what is going to happen. Okay. So this, you guys should be seeing this. That is the move. Now, John, is this going to mean that it's going to reverse at the 50 every time? No, it does not, Carol. No, it does not, Susan or Jeremy or whoever asked me this question in the moment. No, it does not mean that. Okay, there's more things that must happen. Okay, but it's just a point of. Remember, I told you the three best positions: 61, 50, 38. Doesn't mean it's always going to do that. Now, like I said, the 127 and the 161, they serve as take profit points. Notice when the market gets near this point, see how it wicks and shows weakness in that and gives you a bunch of hammers? That probably means the market's going to go up. Well, now what you have in your repertoire and in your arsenal is a Fibonacci tool that is going to measure when we could probably see the market reverse at. Now, when you get even deeper into my method, you guys are going to see what all this really means, and you're going to be like, wow, okay. And you notice, what does the market do when it reaches the 161.8? It perfectly reverses, throws up all the signs, and boom, big move to the upside. Okay. Now, you will do this to every single excitable move you have. You delete that off, and you find the next excitable move. Okay. Here's your next excitable move right here. You're going to take it from this wick here, and you are going to take it straight up to there. Okay. Now, obviously, you guys can see it got close to the 127. It did not reverse. This is not, what do they call that thing? The Holy Grail. This is not the Holy Grail in trading. There is no like tool that has been created that is the Holy Grail. Do you want to know why? Because people's emotions are unpredictable a lot of the times, and and that's what the market is made up. It's made up of a lot of people's emotions. Okay, except for you got emotions that have billions and trillions of dollars behind them, and if they want to pull the plug, then guess what? They pull the plug, and there goes the market, right? So that's why the market has big moves and stuff like that, because of the emotions that people have that they trade with, right? So you just pull the fib, and notice this one reversed at the 38.2 this time, okay? But I want you to understand something. Look left, structure leaves clues. Look at what this plays right in there, okay? We can see that it plays what was once support here around this level in there, and now becomes a resistance, right? See the first time it hit it there? Boom, boom. So I want you guys to pay attention to that, okay? Now let's do the uptrend, okay? I said we were going to do this slow, okay? The uptrend move now, when you do uptrends, it goes right to left, all right? So this is left to right. So you don't pull it this way. You don't go bottom to top. You go right here to left, which means top here to bottom, like that, to the wicks, to the lowest wick right there, okay? And that's how you do that, right? And so you let the market come up, and you let it start showing you a contraction point. See how this comes down and it starts pulling a little retracement over here, and you can start seeing a contraction build up. You can see that pull back there. You can see a contraction build up. All the market's doing, guys, is it's building a contraction for you. And the market is coming to you. You're not rushing to the market, okay? So I'm teaching you guys how to let the market come to you every single time. You guys don't have to stress about this, I promise you. You do not have to stress about the market. There's no reason to. Only you are going to make yourself stress about the market by putting too much risk on your trade, over trading, or doing things like that. It's just going to be you. I promise you. It's not going to be the market. The market don't care. It simply doesn't. It doesn't know. Like I told you, it don't know what money you got in your bank account. It doesn't know what you're mentally going through right now. It doesn't know if one of your family members just passed away, or something just happened to your animal or something. It doesn't know and doesn't care. And I mean, that's not me being rude. It's just me letting you know it doesn't care. So all the thoughts that you have transpire from within yourself, not the market. The market's not after you. I promise you. You're really after yourself. You just forget that you're the one who has all of the control in your hands. Okay. That's why I am here to help you, walk you through this, and to help you become even better and go to the next level with this. Okay, guys? So these are the things I want to make sure that you know, and that you understand. in moving forward, okay? So whenever it is in an uptrend, guys, you move it from right to left, okay? Right to left, wick to wick. On the uptrends, it is from the top to the bottom, right to left. On the downtrends, it is from the bottom to the top, right to left. It's just remember, it's always right to left, okay? And when the next excitable move transpires, this is the next one right here, right? See how it comes up and hooks around? You pull it from right to left. Now, I want to pull this and show you guys because guess what? I did not get that right. Because guess what? What does the market do? It doesn't go up anymore. See that? It goes down. It drops to the downside. Those are things that are going to happen in the market, guys. It is going to happen. It is not, as I told you, this is not the holy grail of trading that everyone that is just the end all be all. It's not. There isn't. It's not. But you're going to see by the end of this where you're going to be in trading. You'll see. I have a lot more of information for you guys, okay? And you see, what does the market show you? Right here, it keeps trading on that 61.8, and the market makes the decision to go down, okay? It could have easily shot up and go and made a higher high. Just remember, guys, you do not make the rules in the market. You don't get to decide where the market is going to go, okay? I want you to understand that. And the market drops. That's why you have to use proper risk management whenever you are doing this, okay? That is why you have to do those things. So this is how you do the method. This is how you follow these kind of things. And this is how this is going to work with you guys. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go and find and measure excitable moves in the market and watch the psychology of where they retrace at, okay? You'll see most times they usually hit the 61.50 and 38.2. Not every time. Sometimes they reverse at different levels, okay? But there's a lot more to this strategy than just this. Remember, these are the basics. These are all basic things. We're going to get in on where to place your stop loss. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. Bear with me. Just give me some time to teach you these things. We're going to get into take profits. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, okay? But we will get into those. Now, the next video that we are going to do, and I want you guys to move on. As soon as you listen to this, go straight to this, okay? How do I know I'm ready to move on? That will be our next video, okay? So this is the conclusion of our basic, a core basic strategy trading videos. Now, this next video is going to be how do I know I'm ready to move on? You need to watch that next, okay? I know this was a lot of information to take in, right? But then when you listen to this next video, I think that should help you in moving on, okay? So I'll see you guys on the next video.